Hello students, today we will learn about silk, life cycle of silk moth and the various steps in silk production. So first of all, we will start with silk. Silk yarn is made from the thread-like filament that is known as silkworm that spins around itself to form its cocoon. It is a prized fiber because of its natural lustrous appearance. Silk doesn't conduct heat and it is therefore a good insulator, keeping a person warm in winter and cool in summer. That is why people mostly like to wear the silk. Now about life cycle of silk moth. The female silk moth lays eggs. When the eggs hatch, a tiny caterpillar crawls out. This is the silkworm or larva. The silkworm feeds on leaves and grows. When it is ready to enter the next stage in its life cycle, it first weaves a net to hold itself. It then secretes a fiber made of protein which hardens on exposure to air. This is the silk fiber. It covers itself completely with this fiber to form a cocoon. At this stage, the larva is called a pupa. The pupa grows and changes inside the cocoon. A few weeks later, the cocoon opens and an adult moth comes out. The silk yarn is obtained from the cocoon of the silkworm. So, the life cycle of the silk moth is completed here. Starts from the eggs and ends at the silkworm. Next, there are few steps in the production of silk. First of all, silkworms, the breeding and management of silkworms for the production of silk is known as sericulture. Different types of silk with different texture are obtained from different varieties of silk moth like tassel silk, muga silk and koza silk are three different types of silk produced from the cocoons of different varieties of silk moths. The most common silk moth is the mulberry silk moth. The silk fiber obtained from this is of very good quality. A female silk moth lays hundreds of eggs at a time. These eggs are warmed to a temperature suitable for hatching. This is known as incubation. And after hatching, the silkworms are fed on freshly chopped mulberry leaves. For 6 weeks, the worms eat almost continuously and increase in size. At the end of this period, they are ready to spin their cocoons. Branches of trees or shrubs are placed in their rearing houses. The worms climb these branches and make their cocoons out of one continuous thread. Taking about 8 days for this process, this is called spinning of the cocoon. The amount of usable silk in each cocoon is small. It is about 5,500 silkworms are required to produce 1 kilogram of raw silk. After the cocoons have been gathered, the initial step in silk manufacture is to kill the insects inside them. Thus, the cocoons are first boiled or treated in ovens, killing the insects by heat. The silk fiber is obtained from the cocoons by a delicate process is known as reeling. And the cocoons are first heated in boiling water to dissolve the substances or germs that holds the cocoon's filament in place. After this heating, the filaments from 4 to 8 cocoons are joined and twisted. This is then combined with a number of other similarly twisted filaments to make a thread that is wound on a reel. The resulting thread is known as raw silk. And the raw silk is yarn then woven on looms into silk cloth by the weavers. Now, the workers who are working in these types of industries or in silk industries, they almost suffered from many diseases. So here some health conditions of workers in the wool and sericulture industry. Workers employed in almost all processes of the sericulture industry are adversely affected by a number of diseases. Number 1, Sorter's diseases. People working in the wool industry sometimes get infected by a bacteria called anthrax. It leads to a fatal blood disease called Sorter's disease. Inhalation of vapors arising from cocoons undergoing steaming, cooking, and reeling produces breathing problems, asthma, and other bronchial ailments. So the workers, they should affected from the respiratory diseases also. And last is the skin infections. The first step in reeling is the boiling of cocoon in water to kill the worms. As a result of constant dipping in boiling water, the skin of the workers becomes raw and blistered, resulting in peeling of the skin of hands and feet. So they get affected by the skin infections also. So students, this is all about the silk and its production. So now solve your today's worksheet. Thank you.